Greetings friends old and new, Dragon here once again. If it's your first time stumbling onto my channel, then do please consider clicking that red button and subscribing. Okay, very special unboxing today, getting into my first ever Mlife purchase. This one I got via group buy. Probably going to be the last Mlife purchase that I make, unless I can find a better place to source them from, because this was way more expensive than I anticipated that it's going to be. But this is Mlife release number 55. Liu Yang's A Writer's Odyssey from 2021. I think coming out in the States via Wellgo later on this year, but this is the very fancy Mlife version from Diskino out of China. If we can get it out of its foam case. Okay, so one incredibly heavy, incredibly full box housing just one movie, A Writer's Odyssey. If you haven't seen the film, it's in some ways closer to an animation than it is to a live action movie. There is live action elements in it, but most of it takes place in this kind of fantasy world that is all entirely CG constructed, but the animation is really pretty cool. Let us take a look at what is inside. Okay, so our little number slip on the bottom tells us this is number 516 of 600. Like I say, there are 4 discs in the set, so we get 4K, we get a regular Blu-ray, and then we get a couple of discs of extras as well. Most of these are all going to be, I suspect, in Chinese, but we'll take a look. It's a pretty sturdy, thick outer box, which is, I don't know how well the camera will pick this up, but it's completely embossed all the way around with the images from the film. Very cool. It's made of cardboard, but it's coated in something. When I first saw the pics, I wondered if it's going to be metal, but still pretty cool. Then we get our discs, which are all housed in these little digipacks with glorious artwork on the front. Really creative movie with a sentient suit of armour that feeds on blood. Very cool. In fact, there he is. Speak of the devil, that's the blood armour. Nice, just these very slimline little digis. And then we have this enormous case, which is full of all the goodies. It's another kind of hard outer box. And inside we have a series of cards. I think these were mostly the promo posters for the film originally when it opened in mainland China. Excellent attack on the city by these sort of flying paper lanterns at one point. Very cool. And we get another little envelope here. Mlife sticker, and then a series of really nice traditional style little map. These like little mini posters. It's maps of all the regions in the film. It's very pretty. Bigger posters. Our principal live action cast. then at the bottom of here, this incredibly thick, fairly substantial The Art of a Writer's Odyssey book. This is all going to be in Chinese. I'm going to have to get my wife to patiently read this out to me. But I think this is going to be a lot of behind the scenes production sketches and initial renders. The red guards. All various characters from the film. Wow. In fact, it's actually very text light, so the language isn't going to be much of an issue at all. It's really, this is all, mostly all photographs. And production sketches, tools, props, masks. And backgrounds, interiors, all the production set design. A lot of the sets will have been entirely artificial. I think that they've constructed a lot of models by the looks of it there too. That's images of all the models. Very cool. It's a pretty lavishly large production. It's not one that you've seen. I would recommend tracking it down. Whether you would want to push the boat out for this box set is maybe another question, but like I say, I think it is coming out on a standard Blu-ray pretty soon out of Wellgo USA. So that's our mammoth Art of book. But then we get two more books underneath here too. This one is, I think, more actually, this is all production stills from behind the scenes on the live action. As they, half the film takes place in the real world and half the film takes place in this sort of fantasy world. So the other book largely interested in all of the fantasy world stuff, and this is looking like it's all the real world stuff. Very cool. And massive. It's a huge amount of stuff to go through. Excellent. And last but by no means least, our little writer's face mask. I'm guessing this is probably, oh, I thought it was shooting script, but no, this is storyboards. Wow. Yeah, storyboards for several sequences. Pretty crazy. So, not my most loved film of 2021, but I think certainly a pretty good candidate for one of the nicest box sets that I have ever seen. And it should be, given how much it cost. This was horrifically expensive. I think largely due to its obscene weight. So shipping something this heavy across from China during our current climate meant that that was really the real reason that this got pushed up way more than I think any of us were expecting it to be. But guys, if you want to see a full review of the film itself, then let me know. I will do one, because I don't think I did one just after I checked it out last year. But that is the set. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know if it's one that you also tracked down. I'd be fascinated to know how many other people have even kind of seen the set to know to track it down. I know Huss, my good buddy over at Touch of Film, has definitely also pulled the trigger on this. I'm keen to see what he's made of it when he's unboxing. Look forward to seeing his video too. And yeah, check back in for a review very soon. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.